everybody. It is Saturday, March 3rd. This is Flosstube number 10. I have notes. I made notes this time. I can't see that right before I find it. So I thought I would make a video quick while, I'm in between. I have, a group of people coming to look at our house at 1. And so I've been spending the weekend cleaning a little bit and want to get this done before people are here. And then after the showing, my roommate comes home. So I don't really want to be doing this while she's here as well. Sorry if my voice is a little gravelly. I went out last night with some friends. And as you can see, the light is still really bright to me. But yeah, we went out last night, hence the leftover makeup and crazy hair. So, that is what it is. So, we'll do a life update first. Work has picked up a little bit. I've definitely started doing more things. Sorry, I'm going to try to remember to look at the camera. I've been trying to do more things at work. I've been starting to be able to pick up more projects and things that I can be doing for work. It's hard though because I'm still not done with training. I have one more training next week. And then after that I will I'll be able to start doing all of the requirements of my job, but I haven't been able to yet because of not having all of my training completed. But otherwise, things at work have started to pick up. Jonah bringing the puppy home today. He went down to the cities, and his parents were thinking about getting some puppies from the same litter of ours, and so Jonah went to go see if he could pick up our dog. And he sent me a picture a little while ago. He's bringing her home. So it won't be till later tonight or tomorrow morning. He's got stuff he has to do for his parents while he's down there. But I'm just excited. This is bringing a new puppy home. It's my baby. This one's my baby. Let's see. We went wedding dress shopping at twice now. We went to a company called Bella Rose up in Duluth. Went really well. Found a dress that I absolutely loved. It was also $1,300, which on Jordan and I are talking about houses right now. We went on a college student's, or an ex-college student. I just got out of college. We're paying for our own wedding. I'm not buying a $1,300 dress. If I had unlimited funds, I would buy my dress. Do not have unlimited funds. I sometimes barely have funds. Oh, excuse me. So it was kind of like, okay, we know what kind of style I want, we know the dress, we know the shoulders, the length, the fit, how much lace we want, yada, yada, yada. So I figured out what I wanted. And so we're like, okay, well, let's go to David's Bridal. David's Bridal has a huge clearance on their wedding dresses right now. It was an absolute bust. I have nothing but awful things to say about David's Bridal, so if you don't want to listen to this rant, please move forward me. Good, fast forward me. We went there and our stylist did not seem to care. Didn't really want to help. Told her what we wanted, what we were looking for, and she said, "Oh yeah, okay, I'll grab dresses that match that style." So she grabbed a bunch of dresses and put them in the back, but we were able to walk around and look at whatever we wanted. We walked around and we couldn't find a single dress that was the style that I was looking for. And then we went to try on some of the dresses that she showed us, or that she picked. She didn't listen. They were not even remotely close to what I had told her that I wanted. And then the manager started picking dresses, and so she picked one that had a slit all the way up my hip, which I don't want, and I really don't want that, or cutouts that went way below my hips. To me, that just doesn't seem like an appropriate wedding dress. Somebody's car alarm's going off. So Dave's bridal was a bust. Halfway through, we ended up just saying, whatever, we're done, and I let the bridesmaids go and just kind of look and see if they could find something they liked there. Like I just mentioned, Jonah and I are talking about houses. We are looking at moving. One of our other roommate in the house, she bought a house, so she's moving out. She'll be moving out and moving into the house that she bought, and we need to look at finding a house, and we want to both be closer to our job, or to my job and his school. So we'll be moving up over the bridge into Duluth, so we're in the process of finding a house, and I just found out this morning the house that we really wanted is not available anymore. So there's that. Jonah got his wings. Jonah is now officially on track to become a Air Force pilot, or an Air Force pilot. He just has to go through a flight physical, which basically determines whether or not being inside a plane is going to kill you, kind of thing. Or if you're, so kind of like, are you tall enough, are you within the height requirements, size requirements, all that kind of stuff, because obviously some of the cockpits can get pretty small. So your height and size determines what planes you can and can't fly. They have to determine that the G-force isn't going to hurt you, that you're going to be fine if that ends up happening, kind of thing. They don't want to have an accident in the air when they can control it on the ground. So he's officially on track now. He just has to go through his flight physical, finish his last year of schooling, and then we will be moving so he can go to training. So that was super exciting when we found out. I am over the moon happy for him. So it's gonna be good. Tonight, there is a symphony and a choir that are singing tonight, and my mom is in the choir. So I'm going to a symphony tonight with my dad and a colleague of mine. We ended up getting a couple extra tickets, and so we're gonna go talk. We're not gonna talk. Oh my gosh! I just woke up a little bit ago. So we're gonna go watch my mom sing in a symphony. I have to show you an FFO, but on my list, but I don't have it up here with me. I don't know what I did with it, honestly, guys. I think I put it in a box. Sorry. I do have finishes to show you, though, so just one second, I gotta find the other one. Ah, that was easy. So 2 of them are stitches that I did in a day. Very proud of myself on that. Granted, it's really not that impressive because they're so tiny. And then the other ones are more project picks. I made more project picks. So out of this book, Steele Family Authentic Decoys, I've been stitching, well, haven't been stitching, started stitching this guy, the shotgun shell box. Still I'm avoiding it because I don't want to do all that yellow. And so I wanted to stitch something small that I could get done pretty quick. And so, not that one. Okay, so there's these 4 heads. I stitched this one and this one. So this is the Mallard Drake and the Mallard Hen, so the boy and the girl. And there's 4 of them. So those are the 2 I stitched, and those 2 are left to stitch. I'm stitching these for Jonah because he saw them and he goes, "Oh, that'd be really cool. Could you like put my name on them or something?" And I said, "Oh, I actually think I was going to put them into one piece somehow, if it was going to be a wall hanging or if it was going to be framed or however it was going to do it." So I got this. I started and did this one on Tuesday night. So there's the Mallard Drake. That's the boy. Super easy, super quick. I mean, where's my finger? I mean, he's 2 inches, 2 by 2, tops, widest and tallest. I think he's like 2 by 2. And then here is the hen. This is the girl. So, there they are. So, Jonah likes them. Yes, they're on ginormous pieces of fabric, but I wanted them to be able to fit in a hoop, so I've got plenty of room to do whatever with them. Haven't figured out what I'm going to do with them yet. If anybody has any ideas, if I should frame it, make it a pillow, make it a wall hanging, any ideas, please let me know, because I have no idea what I'm doing. No idea what I'm doing. So, those finishes sit in my whip bag with the rest of them. If I put them in the other bag, I'm going to forget about them. Or forget to do the other two. This one. And these two. Okay. So, obviously, I showed this one last time. Oops. This is with the cute little fox fabric and the little acorn fabric in the inside. This one's pretty big. I don't even know how big of a... I don't have Q-snap, so I couldn't tell you how big this is. Oh, here. It's like an 8x8. It's like 8 inches high and 13, maybe. So this might fit also 8. This would fit an 8x8. So, in the back, obviously, they're upside down. And so I was like, okay, I like this, but it's big. It's a little too big for anything that I do because I don't use Q-snaps. And I try to take my pieces out of hoops whenever I'm using a hoop, when I'm not stitching it. So this, I love it, but it's a little big. It's a little too big for me. So, it's also covered in dog hair now. So I wanted to make something smaller. So I had strips of fabric, and so I made little ones, little ones. So this guy's probably 6x6-ish. So, and then this is the same fabric, so it's the little fox and the acorns. I had enough to do a couple of these. I still have a ton of the fox fabric. Don't know how much acorn fabric I have left, but I have a ton of the fox fabric. Because it was like the last of the bolt, and they're like, do you just want the rest of this? And I said, sure. I made this little Christmas one. So it's got little cardinals and berries, and the inside has got just poinsettias on it. So this again is a little mini 6x6 one. The flaps don't want to stay down right now because I haven't been holding them down. I've been keeping them just like this. So eventually they'll go like that. And this one's got a bunch of floss that I have to put away. It's just a bunch of bobbinated floss that from projects that I'm not working on right now. So if I'm not working on it right now, I try to keep everything in my boxes. Because otherwise I'm like, oh my god, I don't have that color. And then I go buy it again and I end up having 6 of the same color. Which is not a bad thing. But I like to use up the skeins that I do have before buying more, so that I can spend the money that I'm buying on skeins on like projects and fabric. So I made this little Christmas one. So it's got this plaid pattern on the front with snowflakes, and then the inside is just a off-white... Oh no, it's got music notes. The back is... You can see that. It's got music notes in the background, and then red and green snowflakes. And this one's probably... 5x8-ish. So, I like the size of this one. I think I want it to be more square, so I would... can't fold with the floss in it. I would make it a little bit smaller, so it's squared up a little bit better. But this was just... How I've been doing it is whatever batting I have, whatever the shape of it is, I've just been making a piece of fabric with it. Or making a bag with it. Like, I don't mind if it's lopsided, or not lopsided, if it's a weird size, if it's small, if it's big, that's what I've been doing. I'm just like, okay, well, here, I cut this piece out here, alright, well, if I just go straight across, here's this piece, and I'll figure out how to make it into something. Or I'll cut it in half, or cut it into a quarter to make 2 different ones, or something like that. Which is what happened with the 2 little ones. I had one big, long strip. It was a short, not very wide, but it was really long, so I sliced it so that I could... Or no, it was the other way around. It was really long, but not really tall, so I just cut it so I could make 2 small bags. Otherwise, it would have been like... another bag like that. and so I didn't want that. But I love these. I think they're cute. So that's what I was working on the other day. I'm gonna do my whips, and then I have some racks to show you guys. So let's see. I worked on this one. So if I showed you guys last video, if you guys watched my last video, I had this project, Bucilla kit called Bluebird on Aida, on 14 count white Aida with fractionals. And so I decided to unpick it, and now I have Aida somewhere. I decided to unpick it and restart it, and since I only had one color that I was missing, or the only one color that I had used, I just decided to, I picked the little bit that I had left of it, and went through my floss box and found a blue that was pretty close. As close as I could get it. And then I restarted it. On this scrap piece of, it's not time. It's the same piece that my Monsters is on, but I don't know if I remember what my Monsters is on. So, the bird is completely done, except for back stitch, and his legs, obviously, and then the branch is coming down. So the branch and his legs and him are done, and now it's just all the flowers in green, which I was going color by color, but it would require a lot of counting. So I'm trying to go, I think I'm going to end up going flower by flower, or something in that area. Just because it's so spread out. I mean, little bits of here, little bit of green there, there, and there, and there, and there, and there. So green won't be first, but maybe like the white of the flower, or the light pink of the flowers might, I may be able to kind of easily count that around. And then fill in with green from there. So I love it so much more. I actually worked on that for quite a few days after I swapped the fabric because I ended up really liking it. Sorry, I'm going to cover that way, you guys, so you don't have to watch that. My eye itches. I think I need new contacts. Oh my gosh. So I like it a lot better now that it's on linen. It looks so much better. It's easier to stitch. It's more enjoyable to stitch. I'm not frustrated with all of the fractionals that are stupid. So I worked on that. And then I worked on my full coverage piece, and I ended up going and getting more colors for it. I'll show you guys a picture again. It's called Rainy Kiss by Paula's Patterns. So, as I told you guys last time, I'm in this corner. And it is coming. So that's the first page. So that's the very bottom, that's the far right, that's the far left. So a lot of what's in here is, a lot of what's right in here is very, very scattered and colored. And there's one, I think there's like one major, no, never mind, there's not one major color. There's a couple like up here, like these random little holes are colors that I don't have. So I'll have to go, but I've gone to like Joann's and Michael's and they don't have those colors. So I'll have to order them online, or when I go to Stitchville, I might be able to order them, or I might be able to get them there if they have the full sets there. So I worked on that for quite a few days too, and I enjoyed that, and I actually kind of want to get back to that. I actually have another map that I want to do. I'm just trying to figure out the fabric because I want it to be fairly large. But I know the larger it is, the more floss I have to use to get good coverage that I'm going to like, and that's going to get expensive. So I might end up doing it on like a 28 count over 2. I'm doing it that way. We'll see. See what happens. Let's see. I'll show you. Not that one, not that one, not that one, not that one. I'm trying to go in order on my list so I don't miss any of them. Where the heck is it? looked at it. Looked right at it. This is my Here There Be Monsters Antique Celtic sampler. That's what it'll look like when it's done. Obviously with a different ear. This actually is going fairly well. I stopped going block by block. So I did all the outlines of everything. I actually think this strip all the way on the side is one too far out, but whatever. I'm making it work. I had to restitch these 4 swirls 7 times. No, not 7 times. It was like actually like 4. 4 times I had to restitch these because I kept getting them wrong. And now I've kind of been more going color by color. So like all of this purple is done. All of this pink is done. All of the green is done. And now I'm working on the, here, where's the better? The light gray. I'm working on that. So, it's coming along. It was actually stitching it pretty quick for a while, with some of the very repetitive patterns, and now these are repetitive, but I have to count, or I have to restitch it 4 times. So, that was definitely getting a little frustrating because I keep having to unpick everything. So that's why I kind of stopped working on that. I was sick of unpicking and restitching. So after I finally got the green ones right, I just stopped. I was done for a little while. This is my Doctor Who piece, and I'll show you guys what it was supposed to look like. Again, without the giant gap in the middle. So it's a Tardis with words on it. And put that back in there. The random stitching on the side is I just stitched all the way up so I could finally cut my fabric. Because I didn't want to even attempt to count it. So I decided to stitch all the way up the far left. So, Universe is done. And I think the last time I showed you guys it was Universe and then the E and part of the H. So I got the rest of the H and then URN of and a T. So, it's going to say the turn, and I just have the and the last T on that line, and then I'm done with that row. So, I was stitching on that a little bit, because it was just simple, one color, fairly easy count. I don't know if I worked on this since I showed you guys last. I had a question mark next to it to check and see if I did or not. Nope, I didn't. I haven't. So, but I'll show you again. This is my long dog samplers. I haven't stitched on it since I showed you guys. So, I have to work on that again. And then the last one that I have is actually a new start. And I'll show you guys the flosses that I chose for it too, because I just picked colors for this rather than buying the colors it called for, because I'm not near a LNS. I have to drive 2.5 hours, almost 3 hours to go get there anyway. So this is what I'm stitching. It's Filigram Summer. And I started here in the center and I kind of working this way and trying to do the bottom. So, what was that? There it is. So, I'm loving it so far. The colors are so bright and beautiful. I love it. I ended up really picking good colors. Props to me. And I did a little bit of backstitch because I wanted to see how these were going to look. And I did the butterfly, or like the bee's wings. And he's not where he's supposed to be, but whatever. So it's slowly coming, but I'm loving the colors. So for the blue flowers, I'm using DMC 517. That's not even remotely close to what it's supposed to look like. The green, I am just using this random green that came in a box that it's not labeled. No idea what color it is. Same with this blue. I don't know what that is, but that's not in the project, just the green. No idea what color it is, but I have enough of it to do the whole thing. This yellow, which as you can see, has a question mark on it, again came in a kit, or came in a pack of things that I bought that she had ones in there that weren't labeled. I actually have a small little bag of ones that she doesn't have labeled, or that they don't have their labels on them anymore. The brown is Anchor 359. Yeah, I'll pull it out of the bag. Again, because I have it and I need to use it, so why not use it in one that I'm changing the colors on it anyway. And then the only other color, oh, there's two colors, sorry, I lied. Two more colors. The red is, surprise, surprise, Turkish red. It's not really showing up right, but I don't want to take it out. Turkish red, my favorite red. And the cream color in, like, the bird's wings, and it'll be in the cherries, is Gentle Arts Roasted Marshmallow, which was from my Gingham Dog Calico Cat. So I'm trying to use some of the flosses that I have from old projects that I only use partial skeins of. So I was really enjoying that for a while, and then wanted to change a pace. Okay, so that's all my whips. That's all my finishes. I gotta put all that floss away today. Do that later. Keep that out so I remember to do it. The only thing that's left now is all the racks that I got. So, I don't need to show you that one. So, on Instagram, there's a group that we do, it's called Cross Stitch ATCs, where you stitch a small little, I'll show you one of the ones I've got before. This was from August of 2017 called Disney Fever. So you stitch a small playing card size piece based on the theme. And so this is one I got in August from, her Instagram handle is Link is my homeboy. And this is little Ariel. So it's adorable, absolutely adorable. And so when it's your birthday month, they have a group, they have people send you birthday ones. So I have 4 to show you. So I got this cute little card from, her Instagram handle is Zealous Again. And she stitched me this little cupcake, and it's so cute. It's got a little face. It's adorable. And then she gave me this. It's a little cross-stitch project, and so you can do any of these 4. I'm going to do the love one. And it's like on a little, it's a little wood piece, and it's got a little wooden stand. So that was cute. I got this one from England. Let's see, who's this? Chems and Stitches, I think. So she sent me this pretty little card with, I have no idea what kind of flower that is. So she sent me this, so that's the one she stitched, the little flower. And there's these, you guys can see that, foam stickers. So that was cute. Whoop, whoop, back in there. Go back in there. Sorry guys, this is ridiculous. That, and that. And I got this one. Look at the sticker on the back. Isn't that cute? So I got this little card. It's got, I believe, the girl's initials. And she made me this little cupcake, which is super cute, and I love the color blue, so that back in there. So there's 2, that's 3. And then this last one is from Mimi Louise 4195, and she made this one. Oop, upside down. Sorry, this way. little birthday cake. It says happy birthday on it. So, love that. Absolutely adorable. So I got those. And then I got more. So I have a coworker who is, she does, excuse me, all sorts of different needlework and stuff like that. There's actually a guild that she's in Duluth, called the Needle Art Guild. So anybody with anything with a needle and thread, or needle, originally it was a needle with an eye, and now they've accepted like quilters and crochet and stuff like that. She gave me, she had somebody that she knew or was related to her pass away, and she had bins and boxes of all the different craft things. So quilting, cross stitch, embroidery, knitting, crocheting, everything that she used to do, all the little different arts and stuff like that. She had bins and bins of it. So they were given to my coworker, and she went through and found some of the cross-stitch stuff to give to me. Some of the stuff I won't stitch, and some of the stuff I will. So, this was Royal Crown, called Baby Aida, maybe? So it's got the girl side, and you get like all these little motifs that you can stitch. And then there's the boy side with the colors are different. So, probably won't stitch that. But, still, it's the thought that counts. And then there was from Emmy Bishop. This is Cross and Patch Merry Christmas booklet. So this has got Hardanger in it. There's that one that says Merry Christmas. There is this Santa, which I don't think, he doesn't look like he has any Hardanger on him though. Wait, this is a different one. Yeah, he doesn't look like he has any. He doesn't look like he has any Hardanger on him. Then there's. It shows you how to make these ones. So it has the end. Sorry, not these ones. This part of the Hardanger, and then this cross stitch piece. And then there's the stocking one, so it has all these little tops of the little bands, and then it has this Santa, which I don't know if I'll do a Hardanger, but I would do like one of the Santas. I'm really not sure if I'm ready for Hardanger. I'm terrified to cut my fabric. This one is called Christmas in Miniature. So it's just got all these little things. I really like the Silent Night one. And the flower, or the candles with the poinsettia. I didn't even look through this one really too much. There's not a ton. But I like the Silent Night one. And this one back here. The little elves on this one is kind of creepy, but otherwise it'd be cute. If I could easily not do them in there. See how complicated that is. Yeah, no, they would have to. That would be complicated. But there's a couple things in here I might do. And then there was a couple cross-stitch and country craft magazines that I don't have. I'm not going to go through these. Oops. This one's from November, December 1981. I love the Christmas tree on the front. It's very pretty. So, this one I don't have, so I'll have to look through this one and see if there's something in there I want to keep. This one I already have. Cross Stitch and Country Craft, September and October 1991. I have this one already. so I don't think I need to keep that one. And then the other magazine was May-June 1991. This one's falling apart a little bit. So, I don't remember what's in this one. I don't remember if there's anything in this one that I was like, oh, yes. So, I'll have to look through that again. I got a cricket collection, number 56, called the Inheritance. I love this one. Love this one. This one's pretty cool too, but I like this one. I would definitely stitch that one. And then I got these, and correct me if I'm wrong, if anybody notices or knows, but I believe these are both in Norwegian. No idea what it says, but this one is a pretty decent sized, and it's got Christmas in it. So, cross-stitch designed for Christmas. And parts of it has instructions in English. And then it has color pictures of everything that are in here. So if you look, it's got Danish, and then right next to it in English. The only thing that's kind of not fun is, and I don't want to show you guys the full, let me see if I can find there. Okay. Show you this page. So you only get like a corner of it. Okay, that one's got normal numbers. There was ones, these might be in DMC. Because I was looking earlier and it had numbers that I did not recognize. That were like in the 4000s. But maybe I'm imagining things now because now I'm recognizing the numbers and they look like DMC numbers. Again, I'll have to look. Or, no, it was like, yeah, like 11, 29, 25. We didn't have those numbers when this would have come out. So I have to figure out what thread that's supposed to be, or I'm just going to be doing guesswork when I try to figure out what color I want for it. And then there was this one that just has color of, and it's just got a bunch of little different motifs. So, like all the little different motifs that you can use. So, and that one doesn't have any floss colors that go with it. It just has the color of what it would be. Like, okay, dark green, light green, white, yellow. So, you kind of just look like you pick your own colors for those. And then the other thing I got, which I have to go through, is this cross-stitch. This is Dimensions, the Gold Collection, Elegance of the Orient. And it looks like it might be part of a kit. So it has all of the colors. But I don't know how this lady had it done. Sorry, I'm gonna itch my eye again. Because she has in here DMC colors, and this is 931. I love that color. That's the color I used on my Gettysburg or Eisenhower's farm. Because in Dimensions kit, I don't know if you guys know, Dimensions uses their own colors. They don't have DMC, but she has a lot of DMC in here. So, like, this is, oh my goodness, DMC 1. Oh no, that's Anchor. Anchor 1, DMC white. And then she's got random strings of things in here. So I have to go through this and figure out if she had the colors for the kit, or if she just has the pattern for the kit. And I'll have to see what's going on with this whole thing. So we'll see what happens with that one. So I'm going to put that up there to go through as well. So that was fun. That was so nice of her to think of me and give those to me so that I could do what I want with them. So I'm going to go through them again. I might do a giveaway with some of the ones that I won't stitch. like the magazine that I have already, all kind of stuff. So again, that was so nice of her. I'm so happy that she gave me all that kind of stuff. I can't wait this summer to go to estate sales and go see if I can see what I can find myself. It's going to be so exciting if I could find stuff. But yeah, I think that's kind of it. It's 11:38, so it's about noon. They'll be here in an hour. I want to do some last minute cleaning and putting away before they come. But I'm going to put this video up right away. I hope to be back next week. No, not next week. Next week's on a spring break, so he's around. Week after? Probably 2 weeks from now. I should be back. So, until then, happy stitching. Get lots done. Spend all your money on cross stitch and ignore all the boring and stupid things in life. And have fun. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye.